to define the problems. Yeah, how to define the PR problems. And next, their second step. Yeah, the step 2 is planning. Yeah, so what we are going to do in planning step. Yeah, in planning step, we are going to set the goals, set the objectives. Yeah, set the who is the our targeted audience. Yeah, who is our targeted stakeholders that we would like to we would like them to be involved, yeah, in our program. Yeah, for example, is it employees, yeah, or is it the local community, for example, yeah, or a customer, yeah, or we are going to have internal PR program. Yeah, okay. Next is implementation. So what are we going to do in implementation? Yeah, we doing how to implement this program, yeah, in more detailed way. Yeah, how, yeah, when, where, yeah, how many times, yeah, and so on and so on. So we prepare, yeah, the implementation as detailed as possible. Yeah. And the last is evaluation. Yeah, evaluation is the process of how we monitor, yeah, how we evaluate our results. Yeah, we can compare our results, yeah, with our planning. So we compare what we have been done, yeah, in planning states, and we compare, yeah, between the result and what we have targeted in the previous steps as well. Okay. Okay, so we are going to learn, yeah, about the first step, yeah, of PR process. Yeah, this is called as a research or fact finding. Yeah. Why research is very important in PR planning, yeah, and why we have to do research, yeah. So this is the benefit of the research actually. After we are doing research, yeah, so we can know, yeah, who do we want to reach, yeah. So we can know, yeah, who do we want to reach, yeah. What does the target want to get? So we know actually what does our target want to get, yeah, and what kind of message that we want to communicate to the public that could drive their behavior change, yeah, or increasing their knowledge, yeah, or change their attitude, yeah. So the research will answer this kind of questions, yeah. Who do we want to reach, yeah? What does the target want to get? For example, is it to increase their knowledge? Yeah. Is it to increase their attitude? Yeah. We want to change their attitude, yeah, or we want to them to change their behavior. Yeah. It is depend on our PR problems. Yeah. So sometimes, yeah, there are some problems that when we are going to do research, yeah, because there is a lack of understanding of how to conduct and use research. Even it is happened in PR practitioner, yeah, they do know, yeah, how to do research, and they always think that research is something that it's very costly, yeah, costly and expensive, yeah. But the research here actually is not the expensive one or high cost research, yeah, because PR can do the we can do the research in the more simple way, yeah, in more simple way. For example, we can do a survey, yeah, we can use survey to our clients, yeah, we can do survey to our customers. We can do surveys to our employees, yeah. And then we can conduct some focus group discussion, for example, yeah. We do discussions with our employees, yeah, with our clients, with our customers. We can listen to their complaints. We can listen to, over their inputs, yeah, even critics, yeah. So the research listening actually we can also can be applied in research, in PR research, not not the one that has to be not the one that has to I mean have to spend a lot of money, no, yeah, but we can do research in more simple way in this sense, okay. And moreover, yeah, many PR leaders and clients view research sometimes is not unnecessary. They view research as something that wasting, yeah, wasting time, yeah. But yeah, I think this is wrong perceptions, yeah, because how we can conduct a program without a proper data? If we don't have any proper data, how we can do a right program, yeah. So I think, yeah, research is very important, yeah, before we do a program, yeah, we do program. Okay, and yeah, this is also the research that we can do, yeah, in PR planning, yeah. It is called as a situation analysis, yeah. This is, yeah, analysis situasi. This is so important process, yeah, in public relations steps, yeah, in public relations process, yeah. Why is it important, yeah? Because in situation analysis, yeah, the analysis situasi, we could investigate, yeah, of the situations, both background or influencing forces and those involved or affected internally and externally, yeah. And we also can answer these questions. For example, what is the source of this problem, yeah? Where is actually the problem, yeah? Is it from is it because of lack of communication? Is it because of lack of service, for example, yeah? Or is it because of the ineffective media or or unclear message, for example, yeah? So with this kind of situation analysis, it will help PR to know, yeah, exactly where is the source of the problems, yeah. And where is the problem, yeah? When does something become a problem? And who is involved in this case or in these problems or influence, yeah? And how are they involved or influenced, yeah? And why does this concern to the organization and its public? So with this situation analysis process, yeah, it will help PR to find out, yeah, these questions, okay. Where is actually the problem? Where is the source, yeah? Where is the, who is involved in these problems, yeah, or who will influence, yeah, and how are they involved or influenced, okay. So this situation analysis is a collection of information about the situations, such as history, yeah, the forces that influencing it, yeah, and those involved or affected internally and externally, okay. Yeah, this is still the about the situation analysis. Yeah, it's about the process of monitoring the organization's environment to identify threats, yeah, threats and opportunity. yeah, for the current situation and the future situations that may affect the organizational success. Okay. And this analysis or examination, yeah, is basically to find out the factors that are important for the future of the organizations. I think that we have learned, yeah, that the organization is an open system that will be affected by so many external environment, yeah, as you have learned in organizational communication before, yeah, that organizations is open system, which is will be affected, yeah, or influenced by so many external factors, yeah. For example, yeah, the organizations will be affected by political environment, yeah. If the national the situation of politics is normal, yeah, is conducive, yeah, so it also will give positive effect to the organizations. But if the condition of the politics is not stable, yeah, for example, so many demonstration, yeah, so many what protests, yeah, so many demonstrations, yeah, so many protests to the government, yeah, and even in some countries we can see chaos, yeah, chaos, yeah, chaos, yeah. So this would be, it will be give bad effect, yeah, give negative effect to the organizations as well, yeah. And how about the other environment? Yeah, for example, economics. Yeah, it's very it's give a big influence, yeah, to the organizations as well. If the national economics, yeah, the conditions of economics is good, yeah, daya beli masyarakat bagus, ya, not high inflation, yeah, so it will give also positive sign or positive effect, yeah, to the organizations. Okay. But if we live in the country which is yeah, their political situation is not stable, yeah, the economic condition is not stable, yeah, so what will be happen to the organizations or to the citizens? Can you imagine that? Like maybe people, those who are living in the war zone, yeah, you can imagine, yeah, like in Ukraine now, yeah, they are very difficult to find the food, yeah, they can afford the food with the feasible price, yeah, with the they cannot buy food with the affordable price, for example, yeah, they are not feeling safe, yeah, because yeah, they are living in a very bad conditions compared to us now, yeah. So how about the company there, yeah, how about the organizations there, yeah, I think they feel threatened, yeah, by their external environment, yeah. Okay, this is the strategic factors, yeah, summarized, yeah, in SWOT analysis, yeah, or strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Okay, have you ever heard before? Yeah, S, strengths, yeah, W, weakness, opportunity, and threats. Okay. Okay, next, this is the examples, yeah, or examples how we can use this SWOT, yeah. The strength is, yeah, strength is coming from our internal conditions, our internal situations. Yeah. And weakness is also from our internal. We evaluate ourselves. Yeah, what is our weakness? Yeah. And next is opportunities. Opportunities is from inside or outside? From inside, from internal, or from external? From external. Yeah, opportunities should be coming from external factors. Yeah, the opportunity, kesempatan, peluang. Yeah, that's from outside. Yeah, and threats is from outside. Yeah, ancaman. Yeah, threats. What is our threats? Yeah, what is the threats? Yeah, of our business. For example, the competitors. Yeah. So we can see here, yeah, some factors that could be strengths for a Starbucks. Yeah, for example, established brand name. Yeah, large coffee range. Yeah. Number 2 in the market, in the global market, for examples, yeah. And they claim that they have a great customer service. So this is like claim, yeah. We claim that we have this a kind of strength, okay. And weakness, we also it is also from internal. Yeah, what is our weakness? We can answer these questions. Our weakness is like, for example, product easy to copy, yeah, perception over text issue, yeah, and then Howard Schultz, yeah, Howard Schultz is the first CEO in Starbucks, yeah. So this is their strengths. They evaluate their self, yeah. Okay. Then this is opportunity. Yeah, opportunity is coming from external. Yeah, what is the external factors that enabling us to grow? Yeah, to expand, to improve. Yeah, like emerging markets from India, from Asia, from China. They increase their demand of coffee. Yeah, so many Starbucks will be open in India, Asia, and China, and also the Timur Tengah, ya, Middle East, for example. Yeah, this is because of this opportunity. Yeah, and next is threats. Yeah, threats is ancaman. Yeah, ancaman is yeah, it's something that would be a hinder, yeah, hambatan. Yeah, ancaman is, for example, competitor, yeah, competitor. Okay, and then yeah, this is kind of another SWOT, yeah. Wait, I will reply the important message first, yeah. Yeah, this is the strengths, yeah, locations, yeah, experience, staff, sponsors, finance, competitive teams. This is they claim as their strengths, yeah. Locations, experienced staff, yeah, sponsors, finance, yeah, competitive teams, long-standing community club. This is they claim as their strengths. And this is the weakness, yeah. They claim poor leadership, yeah, and pure community or club culture as their weakness. Okay, and this is opportunity that are coming from outside, yeah, from the external, like community grants, community partnership, broaden community reach with the program. Okay, and next is competitors, other sporting codes, economic uncertainty. Yeah, they consider their factors as their threats. Okay, is it clear? Can you get it? Yeah, and this is also the other SWOT, yeah. For example, low salary and benefits overhead, yeah, quick to respond to market changes, lightweight, yeah. This is they claim as a strength, yeah, for the company or for their organizations, yeah. And the weakness, workload too high, yeah, missing expertise in some area. They consider these factors as their weakness, and to increase their market share. This is the opportunities, yeah. And threats is business partners has little loyalty, larger competitors, for example. So this they consider as the threats. Okay. Okay. So is it clear until here? Is there any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
No?
No.
No.
It is clear.
Okay, so if you have to make the SWOT for MACD, yeah. So what is the strengths of MACD? What is the strengths of MACD?
Their brand is well known by people.
Mm-hmm. SWOT, yeah, there's SWOT of MACD, yeah. What is the strengths? For example, yeah, they have a famous, yeah, brand name, for example. This is because strength is something that we claim, yeah, as our strengths, yeah. Okay. Famous brand name, for example. Okay, then what else? Fast pelayanan yang cepat misalnya ya, fast service for example, ya. And then quality of food, for example, ya. And then the weakness, for example. The weakness. What? No weakness. Weakness is also from internal, as they considered as weakness. Yeah, for example, high tax, for example. Yeah, and what other things that considered as weakness? Yeah, And opportunity? Can you help me to identify the SWOT of Peggy? Yeah.
About
Opportunity. For example, still high demand, yeah, from customers, yeah, especially young from youth market, for example, yeah, high demand.
They do the collaboration with artists.
What?
They do collaboration with famous artists.
Collaboration is what or opportunity? You should identify, yeah. It's something sometimes confused between opportunity and strengths. Strengths is something from inside, yeah, and opportunity is the opportunity, ya, kesempatan, ya. Okay, collaboration with other what? Collaboration with
BTS.
Opportunity, yeah, market, yeah, for example, and the threats is what? Yeah, healthy lifestyle, yeah, healthy lifestyle. I think it's because McDonald's is selling what fast food, yeah, so they will against the people, those who practice health lifestyle, yeah. For example, vegan or vegetarian, yeah. So this is like, yeah, it's considered as their threats as well. Okay. Okay, so don't be confused with the opportunities and SWOT, yeah. SWOT is strength is something from internal, yeah. Opportunity is coming from outside. It's like, for example, the regulations, yeah, government regulations, for example, yeah, that will make apa ya, peraturan yang lebih memudahkan misalnya untuk pembukaan store atau pembukaan cabang misalnya, atau pembukaan resto baru, usaha-usaha baru misalnya. Nah, itu termasuk ya opportunities, considered as a opportunities, ya. Okay, is it clear here? Yeah, limited stock for certain menu. Is it limitedness or weakness? They have a lot of variant menu. Yeah, it is strengths. Yeah, well-known brand. This is strength because it's like it's claim. Yeah, new product development. Yeah, it can be considered as strength also, because they also have new product that adapted to local taste, for examples. Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you so much for your inputs. Yeah. Okay, is there any questions so far? No? So you have already clear with the situation analysis, yeah? So in situation analysis, you can do SWOT or you can do environmental scanning. In environmental scanning, you can do PEST, political, economic, yeah, socio-cultures, technological environment that will give a positive or negative effect to the organization, and then you can go to analyze. Okay, I think that's all from me, yeah, today. Thank you so much for your coming and attendance and your active participations, and please stay healthy, yeah. Thank you. Akhirul kalam, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, ma'am.